Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to decorate and build a gingerbread house. My gingerbread house kit includes everything that you'll need to build this gingerbread house. Please make sure you've baked all of the gingerbread because this video is just showing you how to build and decorate the house. First things first, prepare your piping bag. And cut a very small bit off the top. I don't know if you can see that. It's just going to leave you with a really small hole that you can pipe nice lines with. I'm just going to decorate this side wall. I'm going to put a couple of windows on it, maybe some little flowers around the bottom. And if you put the boiled sweets, like if you cut out the windows and put the boiled sweets in the gaps, then you can decorate round them if you want to, or you can just leave them plain, whichever you prefer. And then we'll set that aside to completely dry before we can do anything else with it. So this is one of the end walls. Just going to brush off those little crumbs and then I can decorate this. So this is the one I'm going to put my door, maybe a couple of windows here. Do whatever you want, maybe put your own door number on the front, it's always quite nice. And when I pipe, I'm just very gently applying some pressure to the piping bag and letting the icing kind of drop out as my hand moves. If you're finding it really stiff when you're piping, you can take the icing back out of the piping bag, put it into a little bowl and add just a couple of tiny drops of water and mix it again, and then that will make it a little bit softer, but don't do that with all of your icing because you need it to be stiff for the icing that you use to assemble the gingerbread house. Door number, it's number 35 on there, so you can probably just about see that on there. And finally I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my roof piece. So again, totally up to you. I'm just going to paint pipe some little roof tiles on the top, so I'm just going to do some semicircles along the top like this, and then the next row will be kind of offset. There you go, so that's my little roof tiles. And then when we put all of the pieces together, I'm going to cover up the bottom edges just because they're not very neat. You can see where we've cut through the gingerbread to neaten it up, so I'll put some snow along the bottom edges, but there's no point doing that really until it's assembled because it will just break off when we put all the pieces together. So that's my roof. So I'm ready to build my gingerbread house now. So I've got my 2 end walls and my 2 side walls, and they're dry enough for me to touch without messing up the icing. I've got my baseboard. I've refilled my piping bag with the thick icing, and I'm going to just cut a slightly larger hole in the end of that piping bag now. And I've also got a few tins of whatever I had in the cupboard so that I can kind of build some supports for the gingerbread house as I'm building it. And I think that's everything that we need, so we can get started. So the first thing to do is pipe a generous amount of icing along the bottom of one of your side walls and down one of the edges of your side wall. And then I'm going to place that in the center, or in the off center of the board, so there's enough room on this side to put the next wall. And then I'm going to get one of the tins and just carefully place that there to help me keep that upright while I get my next wall. Again, I'm going to pipe along the bottom of this one. And I've already got some icing on this wall that I just piped, so I'm going to place that next to it. So I'll just show you that side. So I've stuck the wall here and then it's touching the bottom there. And then I'll get my next wall. I'm going to do the same thing, pipe along the bottom of that and along the wall that I'm going to be attaching next. And I'm just going to put that carefully there, just push it down and together. And again, I'm going to get another tin just on the back side there. And then for the final wall, I'll repeat and pipe along and a wiggle along the bottom. And then this time I'm going to pipe onto the 2 side walls that I've already put in position. I'm going to place that on there, and then you probably need to do a bit of a wiggle like this and push in from the bottom as well, so that's upright. I'm just pushing on the sweets rather than on the icing, because even though it feels dry, if I push too hard it probably will make a bit of a mess. So now you can see that I've got all of my walls stuck together, and then I'm just going to just carefully in the center just pipe some kind of reinforcements on the inside. And I'll do that going all the way around. Just be very careful here not to bash the edges. So when I've done that all the way around, I'll just position my 4 cans around the outside. You can put some on the inside if you think it needs it, and on the outside, just like this. Looks a bit funny to start with, but that's what you need to do until it all sets. So when your house is dry enough or set enough to be able to take the tins or whatever you had holding up away, one sort of optional extra that I like to do, just because I don't really like these kind of raw edges, is just to do a bit more piping around the edges. So I'm just going to try and show you. I just do a kind of squiggle, I guess. Up the side, like that. And that's it. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so everything's pretty solid now, so I'm going to put my roof on the top. So I've got my icing in my piping bag and I've got my 2 roof pieces here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pipe onto the top of this wall, same as we did before, this kind of wiggly motion. Same on this back wall. And then along the top of the side wall. And then I'm just going to place this on the top. And hold it in position. And then pipe a little bit more icing on the top here. Now here I like to just pipe some extra icing, but I like to try and make it look as much as possible like snow. So just kind of pull a few little strands of icing down like this. It forms this kind of like snow effect, like icicles dropping down. And then I'll do the same at the back. And obviously this is sort of form your glue to hold your gingerbread house together, but it also looks quite cute as well. And then I'm gonna put, like I said earlier, just put some along the bottom. First of all, to cover up that edge. And do the same thing, I kind of pull. So I'm like pushing a bit of icing out and then pulling down as I pipe, so it kind of pulls out this bits of icing like snow dropping from the roof. Oops, that's a bit of a big one. There we go. So you can see that kind of like stayed in place fairly well, but it's just be very careful at this point that it doesn't fall. So I'm going to carefully turn it around the other way. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a bit of a gap at the back, so I am going to just pipe a bit of extra icing in there before I close this up. Obviously, if you have done boiled sweet windows, or you've cut a hole in your gingerbread like I have here with a cutter, then you can put like a little I don't know, little Santa Claus chocolate or some little sweets inside, and then you can peer in. Or if you're going to use your gingerbread house on the same day that you make it, you can always put like a little little tea light, you know, battery operated tea light in there that you turn on and put in. But of course, once you put this other bit of the roof on, then it's going to be stuck in there. So that only really works if you're going to be showing people your gingerbread on the day that you make it. Otherwise, I'm sure it's a bit of a waste of the battery. So I'm just going to pipe around the edges. This one again. There we go. And then last thing to do before we leave this alone to set is just to pipe across the top. Okay, and there you have it. Your gingerbread house. Now leave this for as long as you can, you know, ideally overnight before you do anything with it, so that it can properly set. And then when you're ready to enjoy it, please dig in, give it a good smash on the roof. I think is always the best way to crack into a gingerbread house. All right, enjoy!